Dollar Tree carries these wood bead rings year-round in their crafting aisle, and I love using them for crafts. And we're going to start with this one. We're just going to cut about 1/3 of it. We are going to also open up the other side and then put that to the side. We're going to use it here in just a little bit. All right, so now that we have 2/3 of it, we are going to join them together once again, like we did earlier in the first project. This one is a little larger. We're going to tighten it and we're going to shape it into the best circle that we can. Now we're going to bring some of this faux leather from Dollar Tree. This is leftover pieces I had, and I'm just going to cut off a piece that's 12 inches long by about 1.5 inch thick. Then we're going to wrap it around right there where everything joins, and we're going to hot glue the two pieces together. We're first going to do it right there close to the wood beads, and then we're going to join everything else along all the way to the top. Although this next part is completely optional, I decided to add some greenery. I'm going to join them together in the center, creating a little swag. This is some jute string. We're just going to wrap it around a few times, hot glue it in place, and then hot glue it to the top of the piece. Again, this is completely optional. You can also do it in a theme, whether it's a holiday theme or color scheme. I decided to keep this one pretty neutral. I'm going to hot glue it right there to the top. And then we're going to bring in this plastic ring. This is just one I had left over from a curtain rod piece. I don't know what it was, but I kept it. I'm going to hot glue it to the top, looping it through. And then we are going to have a beautiful towel hanging hook. How gorgeous is this? Love the way this turned out. Love using these beads. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with these horizontal sign. You can find these at Dollar Tree pretty much year round. We're going to remove the plastic, of course, and then we're going to sand down the surface. This is just to remove a lot of that sheen, a lot of that paper, and we're just going to roughen up that surface. Then we're going to wipe it really well. We don't want any dust because we are going to be painting it. Now you can paint it any color you want. I chose white by Waverly, and I'm going to do one coat, that's it, on the front and the sides, but I did not do the back on this one, although you can if you'd like. While that is drying, we're going to use the remaining half beads from the previous project, and then we are going to cut off a little bit more than half for the other one. So maybe about, I don't know, I would say about maybe 2/3. And then we're going to stack them up. I want each to be larger than the other. So the first one had 15 beads. The other one had 25 beads. And the other one had about 33 beads because I couldn't fit 2 more. But it worked out. Once I have it in place, I am going to curl the ends. That way they're not going to go anywhere. And I'm going to do the same thing on all 3 pieces. The wood piece dried fairly quickly, so I was able to start measuring and dry fitting things so that we can mark. Now I'm going to put the large one on first, and I'm going to mark with a pencil, and then I'm going to place the other one and then mark with a pencil, and the same thing with the little one. I'm going to use some screws to be able to screw underneath that wood piece. These are very small. However, this is not real wood, so it did crack on me. I was so disappointed. There's the crack. Now I thought about drilling holes and I thought, oh, it'll be okay. I learned my lesson. So now I'm going to pre-drill a few holes. It's still cracked on me. You're going to see it on the other side as well. But if you pre-drill, the crack will be less. Now, this is a very light piece. Those wood beads are not heavy. It'll work out anyways. But if you have a real piece of wood, I would suggest going that route. But nonetheless, I wanted to show you all the process. All right, so now that we have 3 screws on each side, we are going to then start attaching each wood piece. Now, we are going to use some flexible wire, and I'm just going to wrap it around each screw a few times just to tighten it. Then I'm going to thread it through one end of the wood piece, and then we're going to continue threading it around the screw. Okay, I'm going to do it again so you kind of follow along. So we're going to cut off a piece of the flexible wire. We're going to roll it around, tighten it around the screw a few times, thread it through the wood piece end, and then continue to thread it around or wrap it around the screw, just like that. We're going to do the same for both pieces. We are officially done attaching these, and I think they turned out so adorable. Oh my gosh. All right, so now we're gonna add some greenery to the front of the wood piece, but you can add whatever you want. You can add a decal if you'd like. I'm going to add these two magnolia leaves that I had left over from another project. And then some of these, I think these are eucalyptus picks from Walmart. I'm going to staple those. And then I'm going to add this beautiful blue flower from Walmart. Walmart has great florals, by the way, if you want to check them out. I'm going to hot glue it right there in the center. Now add these before you add the florals. I didn't do that, obviously. So I am going to attach them now, hopefully, and hoping that it wouldn't ruin the flowers, and it didn't. It is nicely and beautifully done. I love the way this one turned out. Such a unique piece, and you can customize it to whatever holiday or color scheme you want. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another one of those rings, and we're going to take some grassy skirts from Dollar Tree and just start taking bundles and tying them around two beads. Just tie it in a knot. That's it. I'm going to tie it in about 2/3 to between 2/3 and 1/4 of the ring. Once I have it completely attached, we're just going to try to fan them out a little bit and then cut off the excess. We're going to leave about 3 inches. Again, just start long and then cut as needed. It's better to cut a little bit and then cut more, just like I did here. I ended up cutting it to about 2.5 inches long, but you do what works best for you. Now we're going to take some greenery picks. These are from Walmart, but you can use the ones you can find at Dollar Tree. Walmart does have a great selection of greenery and flower picks, and sometimes it's a lot better quality and more bang for your buck, so check them out when you have a chance. All right, we're just going to take some jute string. We're just going to tie it around a couple of picks, one facing up, one facing down. The beauty of this ring is that you can use it either with the greenery and the florals towards the bottom or towards the side, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. This beautiful floral pick is from Walmart as well. I'm telling you, they have some beautiful choices. I'm going to cut a couple of the picks and again just place them one towards the top, one towards the bottom, securing it with hot glue as needed. And we're going to take one of the beautiful navy blue florals from the same pick and place it right there in the center. Now you're going to see here in a couple of pictures, one is facing towards the bottom like you see here. In the next slide, you're going to see it on the side. It's gorgeous. Love, love, love the way this one turned out. But let me know what you think down in the comments. DIY craft, we're going to start with this wooden stake. I found this in the garden center at the hardware store. It has a stake-like look on one side, but it's flat on the other side. And I thought, how perfect, and it was really inexpensive. I'm going to cut a few pieces off of it. One's going to be about 3 inches, the other one about 4 inches, and then about 4.5 to 5 inches. I just want all of them to have different sizes. I'm going to sand them down just a little bit to remove any splinters and wipe them really well. Then I'm going to paint them white, but I'm also going to give it a distressed look. I'm going to give it a heavy dry brush and just going to add some white paint, but make it look like it's a little bit distressed. I'm going to put that to the side for a few minutes to dry, and then we're going to bring in my shape puncher. Look how cute these are. I love these. They come in different shapes like a heart, star, flowers, snowflake, you name it. I got this on Amazon, and it is in my Amazon store if you want to check it out. I'm going to punch 3 of them just to have an extra one just in case I need it. But look how cool. You just literally punch it, open the bottom, and there's your little sticker. How fun. You can also use the actual cutout as part of another craft. So it's up to you. I'm going to hot glue 2 pieces together and make a bundle of 2, or 2 bundles of 2. There you go. And then we're going to place a little heart right there in the center of each one. Then we're going to take some jute string and we're going to wrap it around each bundle. You don't have to wrap it around a lot because you don't want to cover the heart. Just make a very simple knot and make sure that the jute string excess, the strings just lay flat to the front. That's it. Very easy. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side as well. Now we want this to look like little people hugging. So I'm going to bring in these little wood beads and we're going to hot glue them to the top, and that's going to be their heads. Now I left them in the bare wood. I thought it contrasted very nicely, but you can add color if you'd like. It's completely up to you. How adorable are these? Oh my word, they'd be great for Valentine's Day, but any time of the year. I love the little wood beads as heads, but what do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.